Hi everyone, my name is Mary Beth. Welcome to my channel. So today we're going to ask, what do they want at this time and what are the challenges? Okay, also I'm letting everyone know that for any new subscribers, I'm offering a 10-minute free reading, one question. So if you do decide to subscribe, please comment below, or you can email me at twinflamealchemisttarot@gmail.com and just give me your one question and I will send that to you through a private video. So again, that's a 10-minute free reading. And then for those of you that already subscribe to me, which thank you so much, I'm so grateful for you, just let me know, comment below or email me and give me your one question. Just let me know that you already subscribed, and I also will give you a twin flame 10-minute free reading. All right, let's begin. Let me shift this around for you. Okay. So what we're going to do here is, well, first I'm going to start with my intention. My intention for this channel is to help as many people as possible get into twin flame union, to help people become the highest versions of themselves, to help empower as many DFs and DMs as I can, to be a clear channel for the divine, and to have fun. Also, I'm going to start doing crystal work. So this is a rose quartz. So for any of you that may have, doesn't have to be this size, a rose quartz, you may want to have this near you, because what my guides are telling me is that, when I channel and I give you some guidance, if you have your own crystal rose quartz by your side, you may receive more information through your own guides. It's like my guides talking to your guides through the rose quartz, which was, I was like, whoa, okay. Sounds good to me. Okay, also, please feel free to switch roles. I do ask questions for the DM and the DF. And so if you relate more to the DM, then take that information or guidance. Or if you relate more to the DF, or both, as we are both the DM and the DF, right? All right, so let's start with the DM. So the first question is, what do they want at this time? What does the Divine Masculine want at this time? What does the Divine Masculine want at this time? Two cards, please. What does the Divine Masculine want? What does the Divine Masculine want? Okay, yeah. So we got the Magician reversed, and we got the Two of Pentacles upright. So what this is telling me is that I feel like some of the Divine Masculines are feeling like they're not really able to manifest what they've been wanting to manifest. And so I feel like that they haven't really been getting the right tools, or maybe the right, divination. I don't know, whatever it is that whatever guidance that they're trying to get from, such as, maybe that they're doing their own tarot cards or their I Ching, or like their, pendulum, or, whatever, runes, whatever it is that they do. I feel like they want to, get more information, okay, as the Magician. Also, the Two of Pentacles, that's about a balance. They want to balance out, this could be balancing out their own divine feminine, divine masculine energies. Maybe this is balancing out, what was imbalanced before when it comes to you. And this also could mean that they have a lot of things happening, right? There's a lot of things going on. They're juggling life right now. And so they just want to balance in life. They want to balance between personal life, work life, spiritual life, whatever it is that they're trying to balance out. They're trying to balance out their lives in some sort of way. But let's get a clarifier. Why is the Magician reversed with the Two of Pentacles for the Divine Masculine? What do they want right now? What do they want? One card for the Divine Masculine, please. Oh, interesting. They want this heartbreak to go away. Interesting. Yeah, so this card's all about heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, or something shocking. And so what I'm getting is that either they feel stabbed in the back, which again, you can relate to the DM, right? Because we are both the DM and the DF. Or maybe they feel they stabbed you in the back in some way. And I feel like they want this part of their journey to be healed. Okay, so that's what they want. Let's look at the DF side. Let's look at the DF. What does the DF want at this time? What does the DF want? And also, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you click on this, it is the right time for you. Also, it's a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay. What does the DF want? What does the DF want at this time? What does the DF want? Oh, that's interesting. So, okay, so the DF got Page of Wands reversed and the Nine of Wands upright. Interesting. Okay. So it's like you want to persevere, right? They call this stamina. So the Nine of Wands means, you know, you want to persevere, you want to keep going, you don't want to stop, you want to make it through this storm, okay? And then the Page of Wands, okay? So the Page of Wands, when I look at the traditional tarot, it's like this girl with like some kind of staff, with like a tiger, with fire, right? So, you know, she's fiery, she's ready to take a chance, she's ready to, she feels like now's the time. So I almost feel like you're wondering, when is the time? It's like it's almost like, when is this timing? When is this divine timing where I'm supposed to move forward? I'm supposed to take this chance. I don't know if I can keep going. I'm afraid to, I'm afraid to make this, I keep saying take a chance, but there's another word I'm looking for, like a risk. That's what I'm looking for. So it's like you're afraid to make this risk. Like you're afraid that you're risking everything for this relationship, and you're asking for stamina, like you're asking for perseverance. Like, please give me this perseverance. Like, please give this to me, the stamina, so I can keep going. This is not easy. This is what I'm getting. Okay. But let's get a clarifier for the Divine Feminine. And also, please mirror this back and forth, because your Divine Masculine can only reflect or mirror back to you what's inside of you, whether it be conscious or unconscious. Look for those triggers, because that's what's going to tell you that's unconscious. All right, what does this have to do with this Page of Wands reversed and Nine of Wands? The Phoenix, right? So it's all about transformation, growth. It's all about, renewal. The Phoenix. Okay, so that's what's going on right now. What you want is this new phase to come. What you want is this renewal. What you want is this transformation. You want this change to happen already. and so it is. It is happening. And just keep mirroring. Just keep trust me, you'll know when you're close, because you're going to start feeling like utopia, like your world's just going to be kind of like different. You're just going to feel really good. No one's going to really, you're going to be triggered. Obviously, there's always going to be unconscious stuff, but it's not going to be like the way it used to be. You're going to get up in the morning, you're just going to feel so happy. Nurturing your own self. Just giving yourself your own little gifts whatever that means to you. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the next question. What are we asking? Oh, what are the challenges? What are the challenges for the DM at this time? What are the challenges, please? Oh, geez. What are the challenges? 2 cards, please, for the DM. What are the challenges for the DM? Okay. What are the challenges? Well, here's the challenge. We got Ace of Cups reversed, and we have the Moon. All right, so what this is telling me is that the challenge is that they're not unconditionally loving themselves. Okay, and the Moon is that they're stuck in this illusion, and they're in fear for some of them. Okay, or you can relate this to yourself. So the self-love, that is a big one. That's a big one to work on. A lot of it has to do with, of course, purging trapped emotions, programs to teach you not to love yourself, right? To look outside of yourself for your love. That's what we've been programmed to do. So now it's all about the self-love, not looking outside of ourselves for validation, right? And then, this is working on your psychic ability also, but kind of like being in fear of the unknown and the illusions. So there is an illusion going on right now. All right. And also what's going on for everyone is that it's happening all over the world, as you can see, is that what is not in alignment with your twin flame union, or what is not in alignment for anyone, right, is being purged right now. Okay. So you got to keep doing your mirror work and your shadow work. That's happened with everyone in any kind of, different ways, right? For us, it's the twin flame journey, but for others, it's through finance, it's through health, it's through other ways. And whatever is not in alignment for our highest versions of ourselves is being purged on purpose by the universe, by our own souls. So let's get a clarifier. Why is the Ace of Cups reversed with the moon? One card for the Divine Masculine. Why is this here? Well, we got the axe. So why are they in fear? Well, they're in fear because, they feel, for some of them, they feel abandoned. For some of them, they feel like this breakup was a lot on them. They feel like the separation has been a lot on them. And now maybe they're feeling pretty bad about the breakup, about the separation, about the silent treatment. Maybe you're blocking them, maybe they're blocking you. There's some kind of silent, maybe someone cut someone off, someone's not speaking their truth, and so now they are having a hard time loving themselves, and also being in fear. So that is a big challenge for the DM side. Let's look at the DF side, though. What is the challenge for the DFs right now? What is the challenge? What is a big challenge for the DF right now? Two cards, please, for the DF. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, that is interesting. So we have Six of Swords reversed, and we have the Magician upright. Wow. So you have the Magician upright. So it's like the challenge for you guys. So you do have the tools. Some of you are doing tarot. Some of you are doing, whatever it is, whatever divination tools you like to use, the pendulum, I say this, the runes, the I Ching, whatever it is. So the Magician is all about manifesting and using your inner skills. So the challenge is that, maybe you're having a hard time going within, okay, for your skills, or, maybe you're looking outside of yourself. But some of you, the challenge is that maybe this inner work is a little challenging for you. Or maybe for some of you, you're having a hard time manifesting what it is you want to manifest. All right. And then this is all about detachment. Nine of Swords is reversed. So that is beautiful. So, it's like you are, so the challenge is that, you aren't feeling detached, right? You're feeling very much like, almost like that lack, which isn't beautiful, I guess, to be honest. So instead of feeling like this detached, right? Like maybe you're feeling like, for some of you, this detachment is like, well, I love myself, I love my twin flame, and I'm detached by whenever it happens. Like if it happens, it happens. That's wonderful. And just like trusting. And so just remember, when you're in the fifth dimension, it's no longer seeing is believing. The new mantra is, what I believe is what I see, or what I believe is what I will see. Okay. So just know, when you believe it, you'll see it. Well, I think that's the mantra. When I believe it, I'll see it. That's the mantra right there. Instead of, well, when I see it, I'll believe it. Nope. It's when I believe it, I see it. Okay. And that's also being detached, because you're not detached to a particular outcome. You just believe something. And that's the fifth dimension. And that's like knowing the universe has your back and knowing they're bringing you something that you have in mind or something better. Always know it could be something better, because sometimes our highest mind doesn't know the best of the best, and your soul does. Okay. So that also could be a challenge, but let's get a clarifier. Why is the Six of Swords reversed with the Magician upright? Why? Why is the Six of Swords reversed with the Magician for the DF, please? Yeah, so this came out reversed. Okay, and says seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference. So for some of you, the challenge is that, and again, there's a universal secret to this, but some of you may be thinking about your DM as having some kind of attraction for someone else, or maybe there's some kind of third-party interference. Perhaps you're thinking about moving on and dating, okay? And that's okay. You know, if that's what you're thinking of doing, please know you never get off the twin flame journey. Just know that, you know, it'll be another lesson. There'll be other lessons that you learn with other people, and that's nice. I mean, that's fine. And you know, it may not last. It may, and you know, but there's just always something to learn from people, right? Because we're all one. And so, if you're thinking about, you know, doing, you know, being with someone else, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. There is no getting off this path. It may take a little longer. It may end up being a distraction, or it may be really good. Like it may be something you didn't know about yourself, that maybe you have a contract with someone else. You don't know. Or maybe they have a contract with someone else and you don't know. But just remember, it's a version of yourself and a version of them. I can't stress that, okay? Because all they can do, all your twin flame can do, is be the version of what vibration you're at. So if you're in a desire vibration, they have no choice but to mirror back to you that version of themselves, because it's just a mirror, and that's with anybody. Okay. So if you're up here in the love vibration, joy, peace vibration, you have no choice but to mirror back that version of your twin flame. So that is a challenge. It's not easy to do, but that is how it works. So let me see here. Hold on. So this, I think I have another question here. What are they keeping from you? Okay. So what are they keeping from you? What are they keeping from you at this time? What are they keeping from you? What is the DM keeping from you at this time? Okay, what they're keeping from you at this time. So we have the High Priestess reversed, and we have the Sage of Cups. What they're keeping from you is that they're not very emotionally balanced right now. Not very emotionally balanced right now, or stable. They're not very emotionally stable is what I should be saying. And the High Priestess, they're not really using their intuition. They're all up in their head. Okay, so this is what they're not telling you right now. What they're keeping from you is that they're not very stable in their emotions for you. And they absolutely, positively do not know the universal secret. That is a fact. But let's get clarification. What is it that the Divine Masculine is not saying to their Divine Feminine? Like, what are they keeping from their Divine Feminine? So this is the snake, so it came out reverse. It says, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder at the other woman. So this is reversed. So what this is telling me is that, you know, they may see themselves as a snake. You know, maybe something happened in the past, or they just feel like you look at them as the snake. Maybe they feel like you look at them this way. Okay. That's what they you haven't told you, or that's what they are keeping from you. How about the divine feminine? What is the divine feminine keeping from the divine masculine? What is 2 cards, please? What is the divine feminine keeping from the divine masculine, please? 2 cards. Oh, that's interesting. I found this very interesting. Okay, so for some of you, we have King of Wands reversed, and we have Knight of Cups upright. Yeah. Okay, so for some of you, the Knight of Cups is all about, a message of love coming towards, almost like having a head up in the clouds, or thinking about, so it's like what your divine masculine doesn't know is that you're thinking about them, you're loving them, you want to send them a message of love. Maybe you even have empathy for them, having feelings for them, maybe knowing that they're going through a rough time, and sending them love. Okay, that's something that maybe the DM is not aware of. Okay, and then this is King of Wands, and that's all about leadership. And so what this is telling me is that maybe the divine feminine doesn't want to let their divine masculine know is that they also, the King of Wands is like a message of passion. It's like being impulsive, and they just don't want to be, and you don't want to be impulsive at this time. You kind of want to take your time. What they call this leadership. Maybe you feel like you have not taken the bull by the horns yet in your own life. Maybe you're still like working on some things where instinctively, if you get into twin flame union too soon, you're only going to mirror back from each other stuff that's not healed yet, or stuff that's still unconscious in you, stuff that's triggering, and and it's numbing, right? For those of you who've been in twin flame union. So and so it's like you're not quite there yet. You're still working on yourself. All right, but let's get clarification. What is it that you're keeping from your divine masculine? 1 card, the DF. What are you keeping from your divine masculine? 1 card, please. Yeah, and then this is actually was reversed. And so it says date. It says meeting someone new, dating, get back out there, plan a date. So yeah, so what you may not be telling your twin flame is that you actually don't want to date. So interesting. So I had this thinking, like maybe some of you did, but it sounds like what you think is that your DM is dating, and you just don't. Like, you don't want to go out and date. Like, you don't want to date someone else. You are not interested in getting back out there. You are interested in your twin flame, and that's what you want them to know. Okay. Beautiful. So let's mirror this. All right. So what is this in you that is coming? So let's ask this. What are you keeping from yourself? Let's ask that question. What are you keeping from yourself? Because there's something you're mirroring back to because whatever they're doing, it's a mirror to you and your own vibration. And this goes, and of course, you can take both sides, or maybe flip it. But there's a mirror going on. All right, so 2 cards. What are you keeping from yourself? There's something unconscious here. What is the divine feminine keeping from themselves? All right, so we got 4 of Wands reversed, and we have the Star upright. Beautiful. So what you're keeping from yourself is this unity, okay? So what's going on is, so the whole twin flame journey, it's all about a journey back to yourself. And then when you do journey back to yourself, it's when your twin flame in the physical comes through, okay? And again, you could be the DM or you could be the DF, doesn't matter. Someone has to make a move, but at that point, it's because you both came into unity with yourselves. all right, and with source energy, and with your shadow side, and with humanity. It's not physical, it's spiritually. So spiritually, it's almost like what the monks do, right? Like you just become one with all, and you feel at one-ment with everyone. So it's that whole unity, all right? And so what you're keeping from yourself is this foundation, this very important foundation of a feeling and a trusting that, since I believe, now that I believe is what I believe is what I see. What I have to write that down. What I believe is what I see. And so knowing that this is just a matrix and that this is all about you, there is no collective timeline. It's all about you individually based on your own vibration. And I should always say this before every single reading, this is based on only a timeline that could be changed. It could be changed at any moment. And so hope, okay, is the other thing, is that you're keeping from yourself. You're keeping this hope from yourself. Maybe you're going into fear. Maybe you're overthinking. Maybe you're becoming confused. Maybe you're thinking, I don't know, maybe you're thinking like, I'm feeling like I might want to freeze or get off this twin flame journey. But what some of you are keeping from yourself is this hope, okay, because it's so close. There is no such thing as time. And the fact that you are already in unity, that's what they're telling me. Okay. That the fact that what you're not telling yourself or noticing is that you're already in union, that you are in union from the very beginning. There's already a version of yourself and your divine. So there's already a version of yourself up here. I know this sounds weird, but we all have versions of ourselves, and you're already together on another time. Like you're already together, okay? You're already in union. That's what you're keeping from yourself. So have hope. But let's look at the divine. Let's look at the divine masculine, okay? What are they keeping from themselves? And of course, you are the DM and the DF. But what is the DM keeping from themselves? What is the DM keeping from themselves? 2 cards, please. What is the DM keeping from themselves? So what they're keeping from themselves, the 7 of Cups and the Chariot. Okay. So the Chariot is all about moving forward. It's going in the right direction. It's all about, feeling like you're on the right path. So what they're keeping from themselves is that maybe some of them are on the wrong track and they don't know it. Like they think they should be going this way when they should be going that way. They think that they should be punishing themselves when they should be loving themselves. Or maybe they feel like, they should be crucified when they should not be crucified. Whatever it is, they feel like they need to be in fear of this connection, which really they should trust the connect. So it's like what they're keeping from themselves is that some of them are not on the right track. And so they have to figure out what shadows and what programming is taking them off track, okay? And then this 7 of Cups. So this is all about like wish fulfillment, wishing and, and so this is more like wishes not coming true. What they're keeping from themselves are these, well, what they don't know and what they're keeping from themselves is by going on the wrong track, is that they're actually keeping these wishes that they have. So they all have these wishes of you and them and being, together and, whatever it is. But because they're off track, what they realize is that they're not going towards their wish fulfillment or their wishes coming true. They need to get back on track. They need to steer in a new direction. But let's get advice. Do we have advice here? I'm gonna get a couple of things of advice here. But let's see if we have advice here first. How are they off track? How are they off track? Yeah, they have sadness. They're missing you. They're thinking of you. They're yearning for you. They are unsure of the future. Okay, they're focusing on the separation, and this is taking them off track. They should be focused on this unity. They should be focused on, hope. They should be focused on being a leader, okay, of becoming passionately coming towards you. Four of Wands, they should be focused on unity. You are already in union, okay? You are already dating, okay? That's a fact. It's already happening. You're just not aligned with it. You have to be a vibrational match. I know it sounds weird, but there's many timelines going on all at the same time. There's already a version of you and your twin flame already together, possibly already married, okay? And so you just have to align with that vibration. And it's like a certain amount of time, right? Like it can't be like aligned with it for a day, right? So you have to be aligned with that vibration for, I would say, at least a month before, you are in that vibration. Okay, so let's get some more advice. Let's do the angel dice. Let's do the angel dice. Let's get some angel numbers, please. I'm going to put my phone up so we can start. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to get, do I have enough dice here? Yeah. All right, can I please have guidance, please, for the DM and DF today? All right, we got 5, and you can look it up in your own website. We got 4. Please. Oops, sorry, let me do that again. 4. Okay, so we have 5, 4, 4. 5, 4, 4. I'm looking it up on my website, but you can certainly look it up on your website. It's a message from the angels to view yourself in a higher light as your true self. Put your efforts towards the things in your life that embrace and enhance who you truly are, your lifestyle choices, and your life in general. Be prepared to make necessary changes that will bring auspicious opportunities to advance you along your path, and trust that these changes will bring better into your life in all aspects. The angels are assisting with boosting your self-esteem and self-belief at this time. It asks you to acknowledge the determination, discipline, and hard work you have put towards your endeavors, and know that they will have long-term benefits. You have worked steadily and consistently towards your goals and aspirations, and the angels encourage you to keep up the great work and have been doing. Stay grounded and focused. Stay in the knowledge that your angels surround and support you on your life path. I also kind of want to add this together. So 5, 4, 9, 11. Oh, that's so funny. So you have 5, 9. Oh, I'm sorry, 13. Okay, 13. Yeah, so if we look at the 9 and 4, 13, so that is the 4. So I don't know why, but they want me to read the numerology 4 because, also want to add up and see for an added, guidance. And so this is all about being disciplined, okay? It's all about attention to detail. It's about being grounded. So ground yourself. That's very important, okay? It's like you're a builder, so you're building a new you at this time, okay? And it's just about, being strong, down to earth. All right, so that's just an added message. I don't know, they asked me to do that. Okay, so now let's get some, I thought this would be cute. So this here is a Chinese fortune cookie. And so I had this and I thought, oh, how fun, because I had these fortunes. There's probably like 1,000 fortunes in here. So I was going to pull everyone a fortune to see what we get. So I'll do a fortune for the DM and the DF. So we'll start with DM. Can I have a fortune for the DM, please? Just one. Okay, we got one for the DM. We've got one for the DF. One fortune for the DF. I hope it's a fortune. Who knows? I haven't really looked at these. See what this says. Oh, and of course this is blank. So that's almost like destiny. Like you fill in the blank. That's that could be meaningful. Maybe a void, right? There's a void here for a reason. It's just to help you clean out your shadows. But let's see. Can I have a message for the DF? A fortune, hopefully. Okay, so for the DM, we have Love and arrogance do not make good bedfellows. Ooh, for the DM. Love and arrogance do not make good bedfellows. Interesting. And then for the DF, it says true love is counted in acts of kindness, not strokes of the ego. Can't read that probably. True love is counted in acts of kindness, not strokes of the ego. All right, beautiful. So let's go ahead and get some more advice from, let's ask the angels, or you can ask right now any question that you may have. Otherwise, just advice. We just want advice, please. One card, please. All right, I'm being told to do one for the DM, one for the DM. Okay, this is advice for the DM. And again, whatever resonates with you. All right, this is advice for the, so they switched it on me. I want advice for the DM, please. What advice do you have for the DM? Don't stop. That's the advice for the DM. Don't give up. Don't stop. Don't give up. Don't stop. Okay, that's for the, what's advice for the DF? What's the advice for the DF, please? What advice do you have for the DF? Or whatever question you may have. Maybe it'll answer you. Let's see. Advice for the DF. Communicate clearly. Communicate clearly. So no more of this, I don't know, I'll believe it when I see it. Or, you know, one day it's yes, the next day it's no. When you don't communicate clearly with what you want, in the fifth dimension, that manifests even faster, by the way. What gets manifested is the confusion. The one day it's yes, next day it's no. And that's exactly what your DM is mirroring back to you. Like if you're back with you saying, oh yeah, I think this is going to happen, and I really feel good about it. And the next day you're like, no, I don't think it's ever going to happen. I don't feel good about it. Well, that's what's going on inside of them. It's like one step forward, two steps back, right? The DM's making one step forward, and all of a sudden the DM's like starts to like not trust it because they're mirroring back what's inside of you. And then your DM starts to not trust it. And I can tell you right now, my DM feels the same exact way. My DM saying, yeah, that's why we keep going back and forth, because I keep mirroring you. So it's like, it's one of those things where you have to stand steady in your I know-ness. Like something good is going to happen or better. It's like a knowing. You just get up in the morning and all day you just know that something great's going to happen, or something, you know, the universe is going to bring you something great. All right, I'm sorry. So this is all about to see what is blocking the connection, what is possibly blocking for some of us, because this is a collective reading, or what is balancing. What could be possibly blocking or balancing the connection at this time? Two cards, please. Let's just grab two. All right. So for some of you, you are really balanced, and you're balancing out this connection because you are in that alignment of one with everything, one with consciousness, one with source. Okay, you are balancing out the connection just by feeling into that unity of we are one, which is awesome. That card did come up. For some of you it was reversed, but for some of you it looks like it is definitely upright, as this is a collective reading. All right, and the next one we got is fighting. So it could be, it doesn't have to be with your twin flame, but if there's any kind of fighting, if you're fighting with friends over what's happening in the world, or if you're fighting, you know, with loved ones, or if you're fighting with your twin flame or anything, just know it does affect your connection. Any kind of fighting, it's going to put you out of balance. It would mean you have some excess earthly masculine. So what that does is, if I can find my little cheat sheet here. So I get this from the wakeupexperience.eu if you're interested. And so if you look at where it says fighting, which is right there, okay, that could mean that there is an imbalance. And so on the divine feminine side, it may mean that perhaps the divine feminine is withholding love from their divine masculine. Maybe they're becoming a bit rigid, maybe a bit cold, a bit dry. Instead of feeling into that we are all one and unconditionally loving, it doesn't have to be in the physical, by the way. It could just be in the spirit, right? Loving everyone's souls, seeing everyone as souls instead of seeing everyone as people. Just know everyone's playing a role. Everyone's an alchemist for change. And they're just helping to trigger you to see what your shadow side is. So for some of you, if you are feeling a little overly serious, a bit cold, it doesn't even have to be towards your twin flame. It could be towards others. It could be friends. There's some kind of divide going on with certain subjects. It could be politics. It could be anything to do with the virus or anything to do with oppression or racism. Whatever it is, if you're having that fighting or feeling cold towards another, it's going to put you out of balance. And unfortunately, that's also going to block your twin flame union, because this is a fifth dimensional relationship where we are all a bridge of unconditional love for the collective. And so, unfortunately, we are not able to get into union in this third dimensional stance of, I'm right, you're wrong, and that's very hard, right? It's all about programming. So it's just a deprogramming. It's just another mindset. It's just a new perspective. That's all. Okay. So let's go ahead and get some messages from your DM. Actually, I like to do this one first because this also will tell you if you're balanced or not in your just these messages from your DM. It will tell you if you're balanced or not in your DM and DF energies. All right, can I please have a message from the DM to the DF, please? Or vice versa, whatever role you're playing this time. It says this whole situation is hopeless and I just want to be by myself. Okay, so what this tells me is that for some of you, if your divine masculine is feeling hopeless at this time, then perhaps you might be feeling a bit confused, maybe depressed, maybe you're thinking of fleeing, or maybe you're frozen, you don't know which way to take, but you're definitely not trusting. So if you're in this feeling, just know to balance out your DM and your DF. And if anything, just do it for yourself. You don't even have to do it for your twin flame. But just know this has to do with other relationships as well. But for you to, because you're only poisoning your own body, right? If you're depressed, it doesn't really affect the other person. It does put the other person out of alignment in that version of themselves on that timeline. But for you to feel nurturing towards yourself and nurturing towards others, being more receptive and patient, which is hard for, I know, anyone, especially for us who are very much into being forward going. So that will help balance out this hopelessness in your divine masculine side of you. So that's just to show if there might be, again, it's just shadow work, it's just mirror work that may or may not help you. It is for the collective, so take what resonates and leave the rest. But now let's get a couple. I'm going to take out two. I need two messages, please, from the DM to the DF. Please, two messages. Two messages from the DM to the DF. Or vice versa. All right. So we got two messages here. We got, I can't handle your words right now. Okay, so for some of them, maybe they don't feel like they've done you right? Because we did see that maybe they were going in the right. Maybe they feel like, whoops, wrong one. They feel like maybe they need to punish themselves instead, right? So they're kind of going in the wrong direction. That's what they're keeping from themselves. And so they are saying, I can't handle your words right now out of fear, right? Some kind of fear. But their guidance is to don't stop. Keep going. Do not get off this twin flame union. All right. And the last one we got is I've never forgotten you, even though you think I have. I have never forgotten you, even though you think I have. That's beautiful. Well, I do hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, subscribe. Don't forget, I am offering 10-minute free, one 10-minute free reading for each new subscriber, or if you're already subscribed, let me know. And you one burning question that I will answer for you, and I will send to you in a private video. Thank you so much for everyone who has supported my channel. I do want to connect to you, so if you'd like to leave a comment below, anything anything that triggers you, let me know. I could do a reading on that. Otherwise, I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.